It is the grand final of the YouTiao Cup. We got a big favorite that wants to reclaim the title of the YouTiao Cup that he was losing in episode 4. That is Happy, of course, up against an ultimate underdog that is no stranger to him, though. It's a rematch of War 3 Champions Final Season 9 against all odds. Happy is up against SOIN.
Big best of 7 grand final right now. Let's get settled in.
Oh, amazing. This is the right start for a right grand final. Absolutely amazing. Focus almost defeated Happy already in the semifinal in this matchup. 2-3 eventually. SOIN just stomped 1-2-0. I think we can say that. 3-0. No real chance for 1-2-0 there. So momentum on SOIN. A little bit more time to rest for Happy though. Maybe in a long best of 7 series that makes a difference.
Gonna be a standard opening here by Happy with a DK Ghoul opening. While 1-2-0 is a big fan of the Ted Fiend start, for Happy it seems to be less so the case. And SOIN is gonna go with the Blade Fast Shop into Fast Tech.
It's incredibly hard to tell what this is gonna be, but I can tell you Turtle Rock can be used for Wyvern laming quite a bit if you run around with the or fly around the outskirts. Maybe this is how SOIN wants to open this series, with something established.
Yeah, I feel like that could indeed make quite a bit of sense here. Expansions in general not going to be very playable for either side. And normally, the Death Knight reliably does not get level 3 too quickly on this map. If he doesn't get level 3, then on tier 2, when the Wyvern come out, the Orc can start to take control. The level 3 timing is really a big indicator of how the mid game is going to go.
Every move matters. We got a Blade Master already with gloves and circlet going for harass. Focus had a similar idea. And he knows, Happy knows that he will be contested, so uses the coil to finish. Creep's doing good damage. Ghoul's pretty hurt. Blade Master first blood.
One Ghoul taken out, and the item did go to the DK. Ring of Protection and Cloak is, well, sometimes helpful, but not going to be too great for a Lich. Happy, of course, would love to get some damage. All the mana drained already. This is not bad for SOIN. Death Knight, no coils left.
I agree. There was 3 coils right away. 1 to finish, 2 to heal. And SOIN can hide into the Windwalk. Can regen there. Oh, reveal though, to potentially cancel this. Backstep should be guaranteed. Boink. Can he get another kill? Nah, not taking the ultimate risk. And I like that. No need to on map 1 of a best of 7.
Can easily heal up now. The DK. What? He actually caught up. With
Unholy Aura, man. Unholy Aura, very good.
Boots of Speed Aura for the entire army. What is this?
Need more nerf. Let's get this started. Tech-wise, we got a SOIN with a huge tech lead. Happy with Ghoul builds always a little later with the tech, and then we'll see the answer of SOIN very soon. We do have Headhunters, but that doesn't mean he can't pivot into Wyvern.
Item being destroyed. I guess one Happy thought that the Blade might be showing up, but the Blade is over on his side of the map. Locking in that level 3. Trusting still in the Headhunters. Shadow now joining. There might be a healthy mix again of Wyvern and Headhunters. I always like seeing that. Makes it harder for the Undead to have the proper counter. But when there's only 1 or 2 Wyvern in the air, Happy always loves sniping them with Coil Nova. Look for that later on in the fights.
Could make Happy believe that he continues Headhunters, but maybe the numbers are too low for that. It will probably be Lich second, no Dark Ranger, no need if you only see 2 Headhunters. There was an interesting time in this matchup where Lin tried to lure Happy into an Alchemist third, which is amazing versus air, and then switched into ground because the Dark Ranger wasn't there. But then Happy destroyed him anyway with Dark Ranger, whether it's air or ground, and we let go. But many interesting ideas by Orcs, by all 3 Orcs that we got at the top of the scene. It's just down to SOIN what to bring to the battlefield here today.
Happy indeed is going to bring the Dark Ranger second. Rare to see these days. Clea, Deathstrider is her name. And she might be bringing lots of death to these headhunters later on. Happy's looking for the creep. Jack, not in time to contest the item. Quel'Thala's boots, great for the blade. But now we're very low HP over here.
Yep, care, buddy. Hex against the DK, so there is no coil. End snare against the ghouls. Kinda nice. One Bertie goes down, denied by SOIN. We've seen some spectacular denies here in the game against 1-2-0, and SOIN shows no signs of weakness just yet.
2 headhunters only left. Going for Bestiary now. This could be a game to go full into Wyvern, but seems like that's not what SOIN wants to be doing. Oh, maybe he does. Never mind. Kodo cancelled. Here's the Wyvern and second Bestiary.
Just as you say it, man. That's some mind control going on. Cancels the Kodo, goes into Wyvern, second Bestiary as well, plus the tier 3, and a very conservative creep spot can also go to the left-hand side. Happy takes the scraps of the right-hand side. If we look at the inventory, we have to discuss inventories when the Blade Master is involved. Boots of Quel'Thalas, Gloves of Haste, Circlet. Not bad at all.
Yeah, I would say he's looking solid. Throw one more claws on this, and then this blade is going to be rocking. At some point, of course, we're going to get the orb as well. Ideally, a Kodo. And still lots of creeps on the map, which is a good sign for the Orc. Are we going to see a TC or not, is the question.
Yeah. Oh, claws +8. Remo the Prophet. Look at this. Damage is through the roof already with crit level 1.
Yeah, this blade's going to be sick. This blade's going to be sick guaranteed as long as he doesn't die.
Yep, that's right. Needs some stability there, that's for sure. It's very much a glass cannon at the moment. Happy goes for 1 attack upgrade on ghouls / gargs already. Interesting. Sacrificial Pit. He did some great scouting with skeletons. Always knows where the opponent is. Always reacting to this. So he knows that a creep at either back of the turtle or the rat spot is likely. So he decides to go for his own rat spot. Not competing. Both are grinding for high levels. And it is a TC.
Great late game potential here for SOIN. Super stacked. Blade Master. Triple hero. And Wyvern against the Dark Ranger second. This is not a bad setup for map 1. It's still anybody's game for sure. I wouldn't even say SOIN has the lead by any means. But it's a good spot he finds himself in. Another good item right here. What's it called? Medallion of Courage. Great for the TC.
Great for the TC. Great for the Shadowhunter. I have Shadowhunter nuke phobia in the past 2 weeks. Shadowhunter always the weakest link. Usually Blade Master TC have an invo potion. Yes, Shadowhunter can heal himself, but he's very fragile against Coil Nova. Low HP, higher-ish armor. So I wouldn't even hate keeping the parry up on the Shadowhunter as well if he wants to play this a little safer.
Happy can't complain about the items too much with a Catgust Pipe. That's what you love to get. Also, Armor Aura, the Lionhorn, great for the Bad Riders or against the Bad Riders if we get to them. At the moment, it's just Wyvern. And it's also Spiked Barricades. Main being fortified.
That is interesting, right? That is interesting. So ghouls will not be able to go for burrows that much. We've seen Happy do that quite a bit. I'd say both armies aren't really ready yet. Destroyer upgrade finishes now. More Wyvern coming in. Raider transition and Kodo edition. Again, a very diverse army on the Orc.
Thanks to the Shade. Happy knows exactly what's going on. Lich is ready with the Nova. Currently 0 experience. Looking to change that.
Super low lumber. New statue coming. Bit of experience still. Dark Ranger flirting with level 3, but SOIN with the steal.
Damage on the DK. Kolnova on the Headhunter. That one's dead immediately. Good silence on Shadow and TC both. Speed Scroll trying to get away. That Bursey almost had Perfect Stomp available now. Hits all those ghouls.
Very nicely done. Also the zoning against the DK. Now Coil is in the mix. We haven't seen a single Coil in this fight. SOIN retreating as the ghouls march forward. Very conservative mana usage on both sides. Bit unfortunate that the TC was blocked by his own units and ghouls, so he couldn't connect to a DK for that hero kill. Still, big damage done. Statues have to work overtime.
The Shade here is so value. He always perfectly sees when the Orc is coming in. In we go. Next fight breaks out. Coil on the Destroyer. That one is healed again. How much damage can the poison do from the Wyvern? Mana advantage is on Happy here, clearly. especially with that Khadgas pipe and the statues. Shadowhunter has 2 heal waves left, maybe even 3. 1 of mana sealing being used right here. Destroyer taken out, TC level 2. Now we should have the aura as well. Shadow kind of low HP. The Wyvern being targeted down by the heroes. There's not too many army units left for Happy at all. And the Blade taking out statues. Love to see that. Takes on the ghouls as well. He's almost level 4, but more Wyvern are also going down.
Good macro so far, I think. Wyvern coming in. Also, never taking the ultimate risk with the Blade, going into Windwalk early. Now we got Critical Strike level 2 with this Blade Master. Absolute beast. Plus 32 damage. SOIN with an exclamation mark in the first fight. No signs of nervousness in this best of 7 grand final. And Happy is struggling a little bit, especially with the levels. The Destroyer with a nice dispel, but how much can he get? Blade Master may be positioning himself in front of the Lich. Does he even need it? No, he doesn't. 1, 2, 9. Lich gone.
Yeah, when it comes to these hero battles on low supply with much of the army dead, you have to have Frost Armor. Fighting with level 1 Lich here is not feasible. Happy's being over-aggressive here. He should just be creeping. This is... I mean, he only lost a Lich so far. Level 1, he's going to be back soon. But now we got Raiders. There's danger now of losing more.
Oh boy, that Dark Ranger is not looking good. The Lich had an invo potion, by the way. There's a coil, but the Dark Ranger is surrounded once again. The big crit has to use a town portal. DK not receiving the crits. There is map control now. The turtle is still up for grabs for the big consumable. And in this hero heavy fights, these consumables are amazing. I would argue every single item here is big. Even a Scroll of the Beast. And it is the big mana for the Shadowhunter. Perfect.
SOIN has 800 gold right now. Is it time to slap down the Tiny? We got a peon going over to the gold mine spawning position. Double clarity, heal salves. It's a lot of gold. There it is. He dares to do it. The Tiny Great Hall, the win condition.
Love how he uses his map control as well, splitting the Shadowhunter away. He got that necessary level already. TC and Blade Master can still scale like crazy. So good duties on all heroes. He gets the TC to 3. He gets a big invo potion, more stability for this army. And I'm really curious what Happy's reaction is now. He's going into Gargs, but only 1 armor upgrade. And there's already a bat for SOIN, which I would love to see roaming, maybe, for Vision.
Yeah, right now SOIN is indeed a little bit in the dark. The shade. Still tracking the Orc army. Must have seen that Great Hall. Happy has to strike sooner rather than later. But he's down in supply right now. We got bats joining. That seems to be the perfect reinforcements for SOIN.
Exactly. As long as there's no 2 armor upgrades, bats are or 3 armor upgrades, bats are very, very good. Happy maybe trying to intercept some reinforcements, still sharking around. No TP on SOIN though. And no speed scroll.
1 bat connects. TC has a perfect position now for the Storm, but there's a silence on all 3 heroes. The Lich is the target though. Lich with the invo potion surviving. He's got no damage on this Lich, by the way. The right click's pretty underwhelming, but the Wyvern are quickly gone.
SOIN! No speed scroll, no TP, and that far out on the map. The hero's gotta carry Shadowhunter! Dodges the coil with an invul. That was a big, big, big investment though. Bats are coming in. Needs more bats. Needs to clean the air. SOIN, he needs to survive this fight and it's looking better and better. But the blade is hurt. The heal wave is ready in 2, 1. Windwalk. Oh, and the healing at the ready.
Heavy losses on both sides. Now both at around 40, but of course SOIN had more army, so he was also the one losing more. Happy despite rather weak items putting out damage quickly, but now there's no more mana left for Nova.
Big heal potion ready on the DK. Can't use it when he's Hex. Storm comes in. Off we go. DK versus BM. Who has the longer breath? Lich, next target. No invo potion here. Do we have a heal wave ready? Coil down! Coil is ready! Oh no! Now the damage is lacking, but maybe Terror arrived. Lich! Hex! Dead again!
Mana so low, the Khadgas pipe is kicking in hard. The statue taken out is huge. SOIN has the money easy for the Blade Master. He's so rich. Double res. Might it be a dieback? Raiders now so good for the Ensnare.
Barkeeper making bang! DK toast! Wiped off the map! TC looking amazing. Blade Master surviving. Oh, it's so close though. Where is the healing? Heal wave ready on both of these heroes. And the Lich has been deleted for the 3rd time. SOIN takes map number 1 in the best of 7 grand final.
Acolyte Scout seeing the fast tech. There could be a possibility of an expansion play here by Happy, but he's not going for the 7th Acolyte. It seems like Happy just tested the waters a bit with expansion, played on a couple of maps, but he doesn't seem to be that big of a fan.
Nah, I agree. Maybe a cheeky one on Echo Isles, maybe on a Lost Temple, but it's a long way to Lost Temple. 2 more maps. SOIN had to win on Happy Turf before we go there. Ghoul opener, also not a fan of 120's Fiend opener. I think things are just working for Happy, and he thinks in general his strategy is working. Little reminder, if you weren't here for map number 1, which feels like ages ago, Happy went Dark Ranger second, was lured into thinking SOIN would go heavy on Headhunters when he wasn't. So an easy fix would be to rotate Dark Ranger back to position 3 and get the Lich in for position 2, and then big firepower earlier for the Undead.
Oh, look at that. The Makrura trap again.
Very nice. He played that already versus 120. Little indicator maybe that Happy wasn't watching or thinks he can't be there in time. The Makrura has been tamed. The Murlocs potentially as well. Don't deny. He's not. And a Ring of Protection as a reward.
Not perhaps his dream item, but it is something still to enjoy. Happy also got the ring, didn't get Claws of Attack, but picked up level 2 and is now on the way with ghouls. Can he do something here in this Orc base? Burrows will have to defend.
It's been a question for chat for a long time. The Orc has nothing in the beginning. Why isn't the Undead just rushing? And Happy was apparently looking at the Back to Warcraft chat and saying, this is a pretty good idea. I didn't think of it just yet. Or we get the answer why you don't rush an Orc base this early.
Yeah, not too much achieved here. Headhunter didn't get surrounded, although it got close. The burrow damage, repelling the ghouls. Happy now retreating backwards. And that's a lot of time where he wasn't really creeping. So, not the most efficient early game time-wise.
I wonder if he was banking and speculating on a Wyvern build with no Headhunters and thought, if you don't have anything, then I can crush your burrows. But there was a Headhunter, so SOIN had the right build for Happy's approach here, and Happy was a bit outsmarted.
Yeah, also when you're rushing tier 3 Wyvern, you're really, really low on lumber, so there even just some peons in the burrows can mess with the timings. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be Wyvern just yet. It is tier 3, it is Shadowhunter. I'm a bit sad that SOIN isn't trying some of this cheeky mirror image play with TC. It was so cool.
We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. We're going for the Rock Golem, more creep manip. First the Makrura, now he's pulling the Golem, but can't finish it in time. Creep's doing quite some damage, got a micro against that. Better creeping already than in the Don't Rush Me Cup for SOIN, which is great. Tank DK, nobody really has a lot of damage. Shadowhunter in now, might position himself towards the lab to go for a classic creep in the middle, and Happy might do the same for a coil steal.
Yeah, DK's looking indeed quite strong at the moment. Happy on the way to tier 3. Very low on lumber. Has to delay the slaughterhouse quite a bit, I guess. Once again, a Wand of Negation. Could be great here early on tier 2.
Well, well, well. He didn't buy that before. 120 didn't buy that, and he was punished hard. Nobody is contesting the other lap, so both are getting their consumable, and it's a double Wand of Mana Stealing, which is completely negated from each other. So both have the counter. Blade Master, a little bit hurt here maybe. Wand of Mana Stealing, used for the first time. There's plenty of coils, not using it yet.
Oh, on the Shadow. That one hurts. X gonna be required here. Shadowhunter healing up, out of threshold, kill range now. But the Lich is coming with a Nova. Oh, really close. Oh, Shadow just gets away, and now the DK in trouble.
Blade Master also very low. The heal selves applied over and over. Headhunters barely touched. Also, uncharacteristically, no new Rod of Necromancy here to make use of the corpses to push the Headhunters further back. But yeah, happy with the expected adjustment, I would say. To go with Lich second, that was a little later. SOIN already with spikes, by the way. That is rare.
And happy with the Garg. One Garg is, I guess, nice for scouting and stuff, but against Headhunters, you don't want to make many Gargs. Happy's now getting up to 2, expecting Wyvern. Got the very wrong read at the moment.
Okay, TC third. Also, we have seen Headhunter Tier 3 Tri-Hero play before by Focus versus Happy. That was very successful a month ago, 6 weeks ago. Wonder if Happy has the right adjustments this time. Blade Master, very good level, working on the inventory. Shadowhunter got Heal Wave unlocked. Kodo Beast brings some additional damage. Upgrades are coming in. SOIN playing very anti-burrow harass with an early cement upgrade as well. So, seems like better safe than sorry for now.
Blade Master can now scout very well with that level 3. Oh, didn't wait for the Makrura kill. Gets the ghoul here instead. Maybe thinks Happy isn't going to allow a steal on the item. And items indeed will have big impact again. Lich has some good items, not the craziest damage yet. DK picking up claws helps quite a bit.
Alrighty, let's see where this is going then. Creepcraft for now. TC can get a ring from the blade, so he's a bit safer. Also parry up on the Shadowhunter, love that. Survivability on the healer first. And Crystal Ball for scouting. Happy's levels not mega impressive. DK was soaking up a little bit. Lich is not level 3. He's working on the damage there. And this is a Torrent Totem.
Ooh. I like torrents.
I don't know if I like it, man. Lumber is very low already. He's at 40 food. Destroyer and ghouls around the corner. But he has a sturdy main base. Maybe he can endure.
This is the perfect late game army. It's hard to get to, but triple hero with Blade Shadow TC, 1 Kodo, or maybe even 2, and then Berserkers and Torrents. That's the perfect army. Berserker anti-air and Torrents basically own everything on the ground. But getting the necessary levels, getting the necessary supply, stabilizing in the game, not getting overrun by a strong undead, that is the difficult thing. But if you get to the end game, this has great potential.
Remo, I'm a bit confused. I see the Orb of Corruption on the DK. I see more Gargs in production. Happy still thinks this is air by SOIN.
Yeah. Why?
But it isn't.
It really isn't. This is the really wrong army.
Yeah, right? We got 3 Kodos up now. They're very sturdy against Coil Nova. I like that. A little bit of damage as well against Gargs. This should trade fairly well. And then you can bunker up with the burrows next to the shop. Tower coming up as well for a potential tiny, even though he's far away from resources. Happy now knocking on the door, and you will see that these Gargs won't do a lot of damage in this game.
I guess they can work out okay against Kodos, but... Oh, there's no Berserker research, by the way. This is just straight up normal Headhunters.
Okay, that's fragile. We do have a Dark Ranger. The Shadowhunter is in trouble. Another coil still runs away. He had the animation for the heal wave, but the Nova was faster.
Yeah, mistake right there. So, why did you engage? Why was the Shadow in front? You could have waited for the Tauren. That was a bad engage by SOIN.
Bit problematic indeed. Statue almost dead. Wand of the Wind used as well. He can't kick the statue. There we go. Blade has an invul. Needs it. A kingdom for a heal wave.
Hard is an AFK. Now finally joining. He's been chilling up there AFK for like a minute. Now in the fight, but now so much is already dead.
Wonky series for sure. Trying to retreat into the safety of the burrows, but the Kodos, as tough as they are, as much HP as they have, still easy to kick now with piercing and magic damage. Ghoul back. So it's like a Tauren against the world now.
Yeah, Happy seemed to have the wrong read, but he had a good fight. That was a big botch by SOIN, of course. That was kind of sloppy. Shadow even had a parry up, by the way, and still got nuked. That's how far out of position he was.
Yeah. It was very close eventually, with the heal wave animation being basically there already. Yeah, but SOIN wanted to expand at some point. Tauren may be a little bit greedy as well, as it was very expensive to switch to the totem.
I think the tower was too greedy. I normally like the towers to set up for an expo, but you need the Berserker upgrade first, and then you can go for towers. Orc on tier 3 is oftentimes hindered by low lumber. That was the case here as well, but yeah, you need that Berserker upgrade first, not the tower.
Shadowhunter Blade Master. Shadowhunter needed. Shadowhunter back. Level 3 for him. Has the heal wave now on the Tauren first and foremost, then on the heroes. Fragile, fragile game. Tauren dead, big XP. Dark Ranger close to 3. But SOIN has the economy apparently to get the Tauren back. Can't think of an expansion, of course. Oh, well, he could. He got 600 gold.
Would be very easy for Happy to break if he sees it. Happy right now with a more impressive army. Little low on mana, however. But it's of course where the statues get to work. We got almost no creeps left on the map. There aren't that many to begin with. On Hammerfall. SOIN does have respectable levels. And he did go for the tiny, as you suggested. If Happy doesn't scout for it, actually, this could work out. But then again, there is a shade.
And historically, Happy has pretty good scouting, as far as I remember. But he was also a little blind earlier in the game. Statues still doing their job. DK moved away from the camp, so Lich gets experience now. Dark Ranger level 3. Amazing inventory. Happy knows the best way for SOIN back is a hero kill, and he's so well equipped. Double invul and health stone. And Happy is also expanding, but the Blade Master chops it down.
Perfect timing on that. Easy cancel on the Haunted, but Happy is within striking distance. This expo for SOIN might not be standing long. We got a huge supply lead on the Undead.
Right on. And the Great Hall can't shoot. We got 2 units for SOIN at the 13-14 minute mark. Blade Master needed to stall some time. Reinforcements are coming in. SOIN needs a bit of a miracle.
He has to slam these ghouls, pulverize and stomp. That is the only hope he has. But there's so little army. Blade gets away on 4 hit points. Close as it gets. He survives, heals up. But SOIN is just suffering right now.
Yeah, Happy follows him into the burrows, but the burrows are empty, so no piercing damage. How deep do you want to commit into that Orc base? Expo is paying off once again, slowly. But the burrows are suffering now. But you see the impact of spikes. Doesn't want to engage into that because there's still a Great Hall to destroy.
No mining there anymore. Yeah, Tony's supply lead is a bit brutal. Blade close to that level up, but can he even get enough kills? He's getting Coil Nova hard right here. That's a money stomp, but not much damage follow-up. One Kodo dying after the next. 4 destroyers in the air. Don't even have good targets until they go to the Taurens, excuse me. All of a sudden the magic works out well. Taurens being picked off. No reses. Blade did get level 4 in the end, but just getting eaten alive by these ghouls here.
Yeah, he's clinging on to his heroes. Orc tri-heroes, best in the game in the very, very late game, but the inventory isn't there. Levels start to get there. But yeah, SOIN also throwing Bat Riders into the mix with an expansion. Okay, cool. That works out well. How good can you be with 3 heroes only? Happy is not trying to expand once again, so if he miraculously holds, there might be a way out of this.
Yeah, a miracle indeed is what is needed here. Can SOIN turn the water into wine? Oh, well, Shadowrunner is taking some drinks. It's not wine, it's a potion, but that doesn't save him. And it's GG.
Yeah, the writing was on the wall for a while. SOIN, of course, trying. It was really one pretty bad engagement here when Happy was pushing. Otherwise, things looked fine. I hope this is not a sign for the rest of the series. I hope SOIN didn't get sleepy during the break or anything. Hopefully this was just one dud.
Blade Master gonna be going for the middle creep. That could be stolen actually. Happy scouting. En route for the last hit. And that should be an easy one.
Oh, not playing around it either. The Windwalk a little bit too late, unfortunately. Can be used against the Ghoul. So what's worth more, the XP or the Ghoul? There is another coil. Little bit of what we've seen on Turtle Rock, where it was also SOIN harassing and forcing all of 3 coils out of Happy. We also need some kills.
Acid battle. Gonna go to Happy here as well. Blade so far only got the single Skelly. Needs a bit of healing. He's got the shop up already. Once more, we're getting the delayed headhunters with the fast tech.
Happy scouting already. Indeed, headhunters on the horizon, ghouls on the horizon. Is SOIN's goal to fool Happy into thinking he's going high on headhunters? We'll see about that. Blade still hurt, still willing to commit, but to what? To the Tuskar, to the Mammoth, to the Ghoul? Ghoul for free.
And maybe even more important than the last hit is the item. Depending on what you're gonna get. Claws, especially desired. Also gloves, pretty good these days. Shouldn't be slept on.
Lots of damage raining down on the Blade already. There is no range attack, so he can commit quite a bit. Gloves of Haste would have been nice. But yeah, this is so many skeletons, man. The usage of Rod of Necromancy is always impressive.
Second ghoul kill though could be nice, but can't be found. Happy saves that one. Cancel the heal salve. A little bit annoying right there. A little bit of tiny mishaps here happening to SOIN early.
Yeah, it's not looking perfect, but there's still so many items, so many camps, so many ways to trick your opponent. We're going to the left-hand side now. We got the tier 3 running already. Taking to tier 3 on one unit. What a dream. Happy went to the right-hand side. Gets a heal potion. Very good against hero focus, of course.
I was quite surprised that there was no one of negation earlier. It is more affordable these days. It was nerfed with the cooldown, but made cheaper as well. 3 charges now instead of 4. We've seen a couple of games where the wand was like mid-game winning. 1-0 earlier, neglected buying the wand. That came to cost him dearly. Oh, but look at Happy's items. Big mana and big healing. I got a feeling he's going to sell one of those.
We gotta go back to classic Happy creep routes. The only thing I'm interested in is consumables, whether that's Last Refuge or Hammerfall or now Springtime. He crossed the entire map just to get the Ogre Magi.
Yeah, these items can indeed have a really big impact. Blade Master looking for the steal here. Oh, mistimes it!
Yeah, was looking for more damage, was calculating in more damage. The ghouls have suffered quite a bit, but thankfully for Happy, they can all regenerate on Blight. Big mana for 1 coil. Okay, he's blowing it before the first real fight.
Can stay active now with that pretty well. The coil here not perfectly timed. The Hex is in as well. Big incentive now to get a Wand of Negation. There it is.
Got it. And a new Rod of Necromancy as well. Tier 3 started, Lich on the horizon. And then, of course, Happy gets a lot more competitive. We've seen the impact of Nova pretty much right away. Gloves of Haste, the first damage boosting item for the Blade Master, and Tier 3 also on the horizon. Once again, this early Kodo. I saw Lin was playing more Kodo, but that was like a late game transition. For SOIN, it seems like a staple of the early late game.
Oh, bad pull. The Headhunter got ensnared. That's one of only 3 units. Not great.
Creeps are getting a lot of victims these days. They finally learn. They're finally rebelling against the oppressors. Happy is also an oppressor of the Warcraft scene. Sasquatch! Ooh, that was close. Nova animation already up. The Hex a little bit too late, but we get a Claws +8.
That kill gets the DK to level 3. Now we got a strong level 2 coil. Kodo going in. Looks for the Devour, but the slow Kodo, too slow to get to the net in time. And the Ghoul gets away.
Mamma mia. Now the skeleton block. Nova invested. Coil long range. Can you save that? Kodo can't heal it. Oh, he eats the skeleton, so it can't cancel the healing. Brilliant.
Look at the Acolyte. Acolyte's like, I'm coming to get you.
Yep.
Nope, you're not gonna get it.
He's got.
We are gonna have Berserkers this time. The training is in research as we speak. TC once again joining quite early into the battle. That's the big benefit of the tier 3 rush like this. But the Orc heroes are still pretty weak. We need something more.
Happy at the same time has to be worried about a Hex focus ambush. But yeah, both players are taking their time creeping. Vamp aura for ghouls, fine. For the heroes, not so much. For Blade Master Shadowhunter, there's a lot of great stuff in there. Ruined Bracers against Coil Nova. Actually quite nice.
SOIN's been using quite a bit of Devour for creeping as well. It's kind of cool. Speeds up creeping a little. There's not going to be fights for a while. SOIN is dodging those fights for a long time, so a little bit of efficiency boost. I like it.
Has the downside, of course, that the creeps always know where he is.
You think they're going to go for a base race soon? Base raid?
Maybe Creep Jack.
Like in They Are Billions, all of a sudden all the creeps unite, fight against
You
the
you never know what these creeps are up to.
The Magnetor is up to taking that fight now to the filthy Orc. Big item here possible for SOIN. This could be a wonderful drop.
Yeah, Happy is not contesting this right now. Dark Ranger from the left-hand side. He seems to be aware what SOIN is doing. Can SOIN bring in the damage? He needs this Magnetor and then run to the hills. Basically, Happy right there. Oh, Blade got it. Captain America helmet. Perfect for more HP, more damage.
SOIN thinking about returning, going back and forth. That might be 2 easy kills right there. Long range coil. The creep returns. Hello, Furbolg.
Wonder if Happy smiled at the Sasquatch drop.
Dude, is he gonna stay here now? Is this his new home? That would be so cool.
I don't know what happens.
Creep
if he
relocation
how to
with
get home.
beasts. Oh,
Happy is looking so fierce in this fight, man. This is all without destroyers. He's getting the ghouls, he's getting the Kodo. And this TC already used the storms, trying to dodge this around, but Happy is so fast, so precise, usually. And locks it in. Cow dead. Steak on the menu. GG's.
Yikes.
You know what? This break did SOIN no good.
No, it doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like it at all.
SOIN was exposed to an Undead expansion before, and he won that game with a Firelord push. This could definitely be the case here too. Happy sees, well, there's no barracks this time. Not sure if he saw the Wormel in the back, but that's not the biggest indicator. Now he sees the Blade, got that confirmed. And maybe, knowing that it's no Farseer, he's risking it. But knowing Happy is probably again one base.
Indeed it is. No 7th Acolyte, no Skull. 1 base tech into Lich, and then later on tier 3 this should be. Blade Master starting things off with the Ring of Protection. Not the most amazing start, but he should reliably get a good inventory here. Sooner or later, thanks to the marketplace. As Happy also would love to get some claws.
Right on. The hunt for items is on. Blade Master not with the greatest start, as you said. What adjustments does SOIN have up? I love that the Acolyte is just tracking the Blade. Whatever he's up to, Happy knows. On the other side of the map, of course. Can't really do much about it, but it's a classic Blade Master circlet for at least a little bit of damage.
Blade so far, not interested in dealing with the Undead, at being aggressive and harassing the Undead. Happy could creep big camps right now, could even go for the marketplace since he's being left alone. But of course, he doesn't know where the Blade is. He doesn't know if he might not be showing up out of a Windwalk so far, so... Happy at the moment just playing it conservative. Getting slippers. Might want to save those for a Dark Ranger later.
I know you always like to pimp the Dark Ranger's feet for some reason. She gets quite a bit stronger in that. What? Oh,
it's glorious, Neil. You know, you get the right attire. It goes a long way.
Correct. If you want the right attire, merch.backtowarcraft.com.
Blade also going for some merch. He's buying those beautiful red socks at the shop. Slippers are great for him. He also... No, he didn't buy the claws. He found those, actually. And Headhunters now find themselves in trouble. Someone wants to avoid those surrounds as best he can.
Man, that poor little Headhunter got clobbered by the ogres. It's now just used as a little ruse to pull Happy to the left-hand side, but I think nothing can prevent this Headhunter death. So we go -1 with the investment of a coil. Gotta pick this up and SOIN with the revenge, but of course denied.
Good starter stepping though, allows the ghoul to be killed that way. Coil was almost ready. A little bit of poking, a minimal amount of kills. The other headhunter in the main base surviving, being chased by skellies. Tier 3 tech rush again for fast triple hero.
So, if you lose with the strategy twice, why do you play it a third time?
Because if you do it better, next time maybe you win. It worked on map 1.
Yeah, but Happy also made adjustments and they seem to be working. So usually the flow of an RTS game, you are supposed to come up with the solutions against the solution.
Well, maybe the solution is just big red numbers. Blade Master so far plus 10 damage.
Fair.
That could get a lot higher still. Working on more levels, working on more items, picking up something here from the Magi, big Invo Potion. Is that also an item we're selling nowadays? These Warcraft players have gotten crazy. Selling big healing, selling big manas. So many items get sold these days.
If the solution is big red numbers, that's actually quite an Orc brain take. Have problem, need smash. Very, very lore fitting. Sometimes it does, yes.
We just need level 5, boys. We just need level 5 Blade, and then we're cooking.
Inventory is quite nice already. Can't complain about that, even though he bought a little bit of that. Lightning shield creeping, sweet. That's fast now.
Good micro. Not denying any of the last hits. Cool creep right here. Like to see it. Happy with the Dark Ranger second again. That's the strat that failed on map 1.
It's the losing strat, yes. Maybe he also saw the slippers and like, that's the moment to bring her back. Shadowhunter gets rewarded with more mana. That is an additional hex, which is sweet. And less firepower via Lich. Not the worst position for SOIN to be in, but Happy waiting in the wings for a nice little creep tag.
X to stop the coil last hit. Blade gets... Is that another ring?
Claws.
No, he had claws before.
Oh, then ring.
Headhunter's now in serious trouble. Dark Ranger plus level 2 coil is dangerous. And there go the Headhunters. And now we're going to see none again, I would assume. Wyvern pivot has already begun.
Okay, then. Interesting idea by SOIN and Focus. Not going straight into Wyvern, but do something else. SOIN with the Headhunter, Focus with an expansion. Dark Ranger at the moment, underwhelming, but this Murloc camp is, of course, a match made in heaven for her.
Happy, though, going to back away. It's going to respect the tier 3 timing, even if there's no Orb of Lightning yet. TC might be bringing it. We got the triple hero lining up again. Happy should try to get level 2 Lich this time before taking the big fight, I believe.
Yeah, Remo was complaining a lot about first skill choices. First, he said to 120 that you need Nova. Then he says to SOIN that he needs Frost Armor. Grass is always greener on the other side.
That's why you need the level 2. You need both. Why not both? Okay, fighting for the next bigger camp here up in the north. Hex should be one easy kill. SOIN's army is still very tiny, however.
It is, but the big red numbers are coming together. Level 4, of course, desired. TC3. Ghouls still a force to be reckoned with. But no Lich with the army just yet. Where's the rest? Production? One more Wyvern, that's it. Supply. Did he build another burrow?
Yeah. I mean,
God, thankfully. Okay, okay, yeah, I saw just that he's supply block, but I didn't see the burrow. Thanks.
Oh, speed scroll used. Shadow still close to getting surrounded. Has to stomp his way out of there. Shadowhunter is still kind of stuck over there. Running, hiding, trying to get away. Silence still waiting for the heal. And just makes it.
Lich was also under pressure via Blade. Got the coil for that. Both players dodge bullets here. Who recovers faster? Rhetorical question. Obviously Undead, thanks to statues. So can SOIN contest this? I'd say rather not, but then where are you going?
Pendant of Energy found. Not the greatest, I suppose. But the Blade has still more stuff to creep. In the south, we still have a couple of camps to go for. Especially the corner at the Orange. Could be a big camp. Levels still lacking.
all of them. Happy also gets scraps from the middle. Might go for a little shopping trip, of course. Lich needs equipment, and that also makes it so the Blade Master can't get the equipment, so it serves a double purpose. So it needs this camp uncontested, and it looks like Happy is giving him the time.
Yeah, Happy has the more promising side of the map still. He's got 2 orange camps, sort of, with the item here being gone at the Murlocs, but also the Merc camp is there. And he's got his own big turtle camp down south. Quel'Thala's boots, though. Okay, this blade has now really good items once he picks up the orb.
Some boots are made for walk-in, these boots are made for slaying. And to rise the numbers. Okay, the inventory is there. Levels still working on it. But yeah, as you said, there is nothing left on SOIN's side except this little green, and that won't be enough. So he has to contest something, plus work on an army. Maybe he has a cheeky expansion up his sleeve as well. TC, only level 2, but at least he got level 2 and the Ring of Protection, which is essential for a cow.
Both players have 50 supply. We got a clear gold lead indeed. Ring of Protection, I think, good in the late game on the Death Knight. SOIN I'd be thinking about fighting even without an orb, which is pretty unusual.
Yeah, there's a shade. He must know there is a shade because his Blade Master got revealed. He gets the poison damage at least a little bit. This won't change the levels.
Creepjack. Opportunity
yeah,
here.
But Shade sees him.
Happy's asking for a Creepjack, basically.
I think he's fine with that, isn't he? 3-3-2. No, 3-2-2. But Frenzy and Destroyers are up. So many skeletons also.
Yeah. Hard to get in here. So Skelly's gonna make the approach tough. And the blade can't attack air units without the orb.
Oh, that's really annoying. Maybe he should have gone for the main now, but then it's also a free camp. Tough decisions to be made for SOIN. We, of course, know where the shade is. SOIN doesn't.
Quel'Thala's boots here also found for the Undead. Gonna be great for the Dark Ranger. She's gonna be well equipped. The Lich's gonna be well equipped. DK is also well equipped. All heroes looking good on Happy with a good army size. Both at 58.
Reinforcements are coming in. Wonder what the final army composition will be. We need invo pods. Shop control. At least he got that out of crossing the map. Happy no gargoyles, but rather fiends.
A Fiend Ghoul mix. One attack upgrade on ghouls. Nothing on the Fiend so far. And there's no items to be found anymore from the creeps. Perhaps at the marketplace you can go for some more. A tiny bit of experience here from the trappers. TC getting close to 3.
Happy scouting for an expansion. Not there. Maybe heal potions have to do the job as well. Mana potions would be desirable as well. Whatever it is, you gotta keep the Shadow Hunter in the battle. Whatever it takes. It's always the target. And now Happy scouted for an expansion. This is the moment the peon moves out. Maybe Happy feels very safe now and is not scouting again. Oh, hey, he has a shade. Okay, he knows exactly what's up.
Yeah, so I might be thinking about some tower setup here again. It's a pretty cheap investment late game, 110 gold only. Happy's right there to strike immediately. A little bit of mana on the destroyers, and in we go. Web right away on these Wyvern. TC breaks the silence. Invo potion used for that. Gets a good stomp off at the start of the fight. Only level 1 though so far. Looking for more kills to hit that level up. Wyvern falling. Destroyers falling. Blade Master's doing good damage here. He also needs a level up. Needs it bad for the bigger crit. Another heal wave comes in. Who's gonna run out of healing first? There's the level up though. And now the blade is looking very dangerous. Plus 31 and the strong crit. Did he level it up already? No, he didn't. Didn't yet. It's still only level 1 crit. So it. He just skilled this one. But he gets all the unit kills regardless. Happy's got no army left anymore. Just the heroes. Lich in trouble. Invo potion necessary. So in winning this fight, it seems.
Big red numbers are necessary. Shadowhunter, run. There might be a coil in a second. Needs it defensively for that Lich. Dark Ranger behind enemy lines. Kodo, body block. Not really. But as you said, it's only Undead Tri-Hero. A Raider coming in for more disable. Blade Master is super fast. Also sturdy with that Invo potion. Happy running for the shop for some survivability. But mana is low. Health is getting chopped off. And Snare in range. Well done, SOIN.
There's a web. Wyvern in trouble again, but that's going to take some time to bring down. Aggressive coil. Nice snipe. Happy though. TP's out after heavy losses.
Almost the Dark Ranger as well. If a crit falls, Dark Ranger falls. But this is time for SOIN and his second base.
No tower, but it's straight up a great haul. SOIN's a decent amount of gold, so you can go for clarities, salves, Blade Master still, on a scouting mission. It still has the big info potion. This could be hugely beneficial in the next big fight.
Peons are sliding over. More reinforcements. Happy licking his wounds. A classic Happy moment. When in doubt, sell Alta.
The Wyvern Kodo Raider mix. No Berserkers here. I think this is the lesson we're learning today. Mass Berserker play, just not really that good against Dark Ranger. She got level 3 though, so if she gets those skellies out, the Lich is also going to hit level 3 in a moment. Oh, there's actually a tiny green camp still here. It's quite nice.
Level 3 for the Lich with that. Oh man. Blade Season steals it as well. Tiki. Yeah, definitely seems like SOIN has momentum again. Tiny is, I mean, not a tiny, but Great Hall 2/3 done with the shop setup. I love it. And the Blade Master will carry these fights.
Got a mana potion on the TC. Okay, gives it to the Shadow. Feels the heal wave is more important. I would say that makes sense. This is pretty much all in by Happy. He has to win this game right here. He can't hold on against an expansion too long.
Expo didn't finish yet. 10 seconds will finish. SOIN needs one more great fight. Blade Master into the back again with Windwalk begging for Curl Nova, but he had that big invo potion. It's all on the DK, but that also got an invo.
Going heavily for hero focus here. Lich doesn't have an invo anymore. He might be in trouble now. Stomp should be ready. There it is. If there's a crit, that might be a kill. Heal scroll is in. The coil as well. Happy though is now out of mana.
Looking good with so much control. Raiders coming in. Net after net after net. Blade Master for that. Yo, 240. Hello. Big stomp as well. All the skeletons, of course, easy to hit, but the Blade Master's running out of health.
Kodos did get Devours off, a Fiend and a Ghoul in the belly. Decan snared again, but tanky there with the Frost Armor. The statues are still doing a great job, continuously healing. This game is not over yet.
Love that SOIN is retreating here without losing too much HP. Needs maybe another potion. Needs to keep the healing up, salving up, replenishing a little bit here. 3 statues, 2 Fiends. That's all Happy got.
More Raiders falling. More Skellies being added. Lich in trouble again. Frost Armor used. Long range coil getting set up. But if there's a crit, this might still be it. Purge on the Frost Armor. Dispelling that one. The Lich still low HP. The Lich in trouble. The Lich about to die. It's the Shadow who gets the kill with the Chakram. And we're tying up this series here, it seems.
Holy shit, dude. The coil animation. The arm was in the air. Happy will not allow his DK to fall. It is GG. And after 2 losses in a row, SOIN shows again who's boss. Ties up the series, gets his momentum back.
My lord, my lord. Turns out Happy doesn't always win everything. Although he does win quite a lot. We're going to see Happy also continuing to play another tournament day after tomorrow. On Sunday, he's facing Lin. Ooh, isn't that going to be interesting? With Orcs, practicing different strategies, playing different builds. I wonder what the king of the Orcs is going to be doing on Sunday.
What is it going to be? Can he get the claws? SOIN fans, pray for the claws. And the slippers and everything. It's very much about map movement as well. There's very different ways to play Tide Hunters. Do you contest the turtles? Do you go for an expo? It's Gloves of Haste. It's not too bad. Do you go for the bottom of the map? Do you go for the top of the map? Are you sniping the marketplace? There's so many options in this strategy game.
Absolutely. And scouting might be an important factor in this as well. Happy can scout very well with a scouting acolyte and with Skellies. Lots of ways for him to check on the map. For SOIN, it's a different story. It's only one Blade Master out on the map. Everybody is chilling at home. Everybody else staying quarantined. Just the Blade Master's on a mission.
He had a mission to go shopping and to go for the Ogre Magi. Maybe playmaking item here. As it is one of the biggest consumables on the map. Happy loves the consumables. Ah, damn it. this working out? Barely. Went off mana stealing. Super nice for Shadowhunter. But with this blade, you don't want to engage or steal creeps away.
You would love to get a fast level 2 over here. If you creep the turtle, that would be enough. But Happy might be close by. Oh, and he doesn't have many eyes on the map right now. Where does he go next? Checking if there's perhaps a greedy lab happening. That's not going on. Going on a little acolyte hunt for the first time.
Okay, Focus showed before that this can be impressive, and instead of acolytes, he sees another opportunity, graveyard that is. Shouldn't delay Happy's build too much, but it's maybe a few seconds on a statue.
Blade sacrificing zone creeping, that means no level 2 for a little while. No new items being added. You know those little green camps, I actually also appreciate a lot being crept for the Orc here, because almost everything is good, right? Mantle for the Shadow, Slippers for the Blade, obviously, and Gauntlets for the TC. Just the Cloak is the only bad item here.
Exactly. A Ring of Superiority is also there, which is never bad and can be pawned later on, but Happy takes it instead of the Circlet that he might still get down the road. We got Dust. We got a little bit of healing. That's the level 2 for the Blade. I also appreciate he takes the poison creep with the Blade. Oh, there's actually the bigger camp with the Blade, and the Headhunter stays safe. He gets the Ring of Superiority himself, but Happy, again, aggressive creeping.
Yeah, clearly ahead on experience, ahead on items as well, you could say. You see, you're thinking about a Dark Ranger again. She failed twice now. Those were the 2 map losses in this grand final. Seems like she might not be the perfect call for the day.
Yeah, I could call her Dark Loser.
Lich is the true Giga Chat second hero. The Dark Ranger should still be accompanying in the 3rd position. Indeed it is. The Lich now. DK's getting a lot of experience. This is going to be a fast level 4 DK. Maybe going to reach level 5 this game.
Joe Bloggs, thank you for the Prime. Looking like that indeed. Happy checking the main. Sees okay. Shadowhunter is out. Your creeping is starting somewhere. Little bit of evasion is okay for a TC, I would say, but no imminent help. Oh, the skeleton gives Happy the vision. Through the forest, he coils this last hit. So well done.
Neat move right there. Shadowhunter kept further away from 2. DK getting even closer to 4. Not much missing now anymore. Slaughterhouse, Lich. This is all pretty normal. And the TC soon to be joining.
Mean Bob, why are you so mean? You're very nice to us. Thank you for the Prime. Yeah, I think SOIN was speculating if he wanted to go for the lab. Not really. He will go north and see, okay, my mine is gone. Happy sees in the middle, the consumable is gone. It's a lot about creeping and bounties now.
Happy bought Claws of Attack, by the way. The Lich is now really stacked really early on. And he has a Wand of Negation this time.
Yeah, is that a sign that he wants to brawl? Definitely looks like it. DK in, level 2 coil, dangerous. There is a speed scroll, but this Headhunter cannot be saved. Kodo is coming in as well. And we get a Lich focus. Wait a second. Backstab. There is coils available, though. Not sure if this is worth it.
Yo, Joe Blogs, what is going on? 50 gifted subs. Holy hell.
What the fuck?
Hello, hello, we say to all the new friends. 50 of them. Absolutely tremendous. Joe Blogs. Yo.
What a community service. 50 people saved from ads. Joe Blogs, you legend. Thank you. Certainly hyped for this game. SH needs help. Lich. So close. Gets the Nova out in the last. Icicle gets the kill.
Almost got to the shop to get the heal potion here, but not quite in time. Gargoyle fighting against the Wyvern. Happy's mana is now low, but he's got one Nova ready.
Shadowhunter will be back in no time. He clicked the button. This is oh no! There's a Q in the altar.
Yep.
He's producing the TC. Oh, how unfortunate. What a timing by Happy. He got full map control now.
Yeah, Happy's putting the screws on early. Happy saw how strong these Orc heroes get on high levels. Get them to 4-3-3 and all of a sudden, the Orcish horde is crazy strong. But Happy realizes before that, early on tier 3 or before tier 3, you can punish the weak Orc heroes.
Aye, Dark Ranger out as well. No town portal on Happy, no consumable on Happy, just straight up fighting. Blade Master TC makes some progress here, again with the rune bracers.
A player's forces are under attack.
And I guess the Lich got the circlet. It must have been here. Also a good item. Man, the Shadowhunter needs to catch up in levels quick, though.
Yeah, but how? I mean, there's only the 2 turtle spots left, and Happy will contest them. Or the red spot in the north, and that is super far away, and Happy gets both consumables.
This is a fantastic position for Happy right here. Level 4, nice and early. One of the wind. Can actually be sick against the TC.
Yeah. Or Shadowhunter, or Blade. There's no Dispel.
Happy throwing his weight around right now. He's looking really strong. 3-1-1 levels only on SOIN. That ain't good. He's 3 levels behind.
Yeah, that's not a great sign. He's also 3 supply behind with lots of that in production, including the first Bat Rider. Don't ideally want to use the Hex on a Garg, even though that might help you in the situation. Not a full army. Happy's taking more experience, more and more and more experience. SOIN feels confident now, it seems like. If the Bat connects well, maybe.
Blade taking lots of damage, however. Blade Master is dead. There's no healing for him. GG. And Happy goes up to match point.
Is there anything to switch? Not really. His strat is working. Do you want to switch now into a lame game? I don't know.
I would say, especially considering the last map, what he wants to make sure is... wants to make sure of is no heavy losses to the DK Lich timing when he gets to level 3 before the triple Orc hero is there. When the TC arrives with Stomp, with a little bit more right click, with a little bit more assistance, all of a sudden you're stabilizing already, even without the level ups. But it's really the time when Blade is level 2, Shadow's level 1, you only have 2 units. That's the scary time. Happy identified that very well on the previous map. SOIN will try to avoid a fate like that this time around.
Right on. Ghouls confirmed, of course, for Happy. No surprise. Blade confirmed here. So far, SOIN is sticking with the same build. Creeping on Autumn Leaf should be good if Happy allows it, but base-to-base distance is also not that big. Happy can roam with the DK pretty much right away. Shops should be contested. And yeah, as we said before, Happy had a gnarly early game against Focus. This shall never happen to SOIN, otherwise it's all ogre.
It is the same trusted build again. Acolyte pull could be pretty annoying here, actually. Mess with the creep from the Blade.
I can. It's actually smart. Go for the shop, go for the circlet, then come back when the creeps are also back. Or don't do that and go for the sludge flinger.
Alright. Little sludgy getting taken out. It's crazy how quickly we got used to the item and tome indicators, right? Like right now, I have no idea if there's a tome from this camp, actually.
Oh! True, actually. Is it important? We'll see. According to Twitch chat, probably. We got more HP and the circlet. Alright. Happy with more armor, which is also never wrong against the DK, against the Blade Master. But Happy surely faster as it is the norm with ghouls.
The player's forces are under attack.
This should be a fast level 3 creep for the Death Knight. After this camp, he can go for one of the 2 gold mines, or maybe even both gold mines. He is going to have map control here for quite a while, until we get to the second heroes. The Blade maybe incentivized to snipe one of these ogres, but he's a bit too low HP, seemingly, right now.
Yeah, it doesn't look too promising. Lots of gloves this entire series. On both sides, actually. Tech running, graveyard coming. SOIN is a little bit too late here. There's nothing really to be acquired, not even the circlet. And Happy gets further ahead in the XP, and another game where level 3 cannot be prevented.
Seems like a bit of a waste of time by SOIN right now, running around, not finding a creep jack, not finding much progress until finally going for the Magi. But that's going to be a full level lead again on the Hapster.
Okay, pray for RNGesus, pray for Lucifer.
Where's the burrow? Where's the burrow, SOIN?
What? Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Tier 3 tech on 1 burrow.
He can't go. Okay, he is going for the second hero.
He lost a peon, that's why he could make it finally.
Yep. Oh, well saved. Blade has to go all the way. He got the slippers. The prayers work for once. He needs more prayers.
Looks like the shop gonna be going down. So under pressure early on. Happy realizing, well, if you have nothing for this long, I'm coming in with a punish.
Yeah. Crits looking okay. Shadow Hunter gonna be there in a bit. But SOIN still can't produce Ghoul denied, of course. And this is not Happy's final form. No. This was still tier 1.
So it's gonna be really low lumber here. He lost a peon. He was forced to go to the burrows for a long time. Double bestiary. It's a switch up.
It is Mass Wyvern, indeed. The good old lame. Is Happy ready for that? Not really. You can send the Wyvern like to the top right of the gold mine and harass there. If Happy allows it, but that would also give Happy a lot of map control.
Okay, we got the Shadowhunter out. Needs to go for some effective hex creeping here. This was not a great start into the game for SOIN, but we're still early days. This could still be a success if we get to the late stages, if we get to high-level heroes. Hopefully, some good items for the Blade Master at some point.
I find it quite interesting that Happy is not choosing to contest this spot in the middle. Like, usually he always did it so far this day. This is the big consumable of the middle, going to SOIN. Of course, the creeps do a lot of damage because the Wyvern isn't here, because he forgot the burrow a little bit. Wand of the Wind, again, playmaking item.
Okay, with the Wand of Mana stealing, also quite nice. I like that item a lot. Seems like SOIN has to still jump through so many hoops, though, just to get close to a winning position.
Oh. Maybe he is athletic. Maybe he does that every day, all day. Who knows? Sasquatch can drop a little bit more. Yeah, he needs a great inventory for this game to be a success. I mean, that much is clear. He gets the claws.
Okay.
So far, so good.
Now we're talking. Orb, and all of a sudden, this Blade's the real threat.
The next burrows are also late. Has to wait 18 more seconds. With the tier 3 being finished. I mean, he can go for Envenomed Spears, I guess. He's not going to go for a second hero. But yeah, he would love to have the 4 Wyvern up to then transition into bats slowly but steady. Maybe signs of fatigue.
Yeah, lumber. Lumber, as so often, the issue for Orcs when going tier 3. At least there's lots of creeps on the map to strengthen the Orc heroes.
Yeah, and it's not that the Lich has his important levels just yet. It's not infinitely ahead. Shadow got level 2 already. Blade Master will get level 3. Venom Spears and Wyvern coming. Next round of production should then be bats, and lumber is getting there.
Yeah, gonna be recovering now. Would still like to have a lot more upgrades though. Reinforced defenses, for example, couldn't be afforded yet. Third hero couldn't be afforded yet.
He goes red spot. What?
How is he pulling the aggro right now? Huh? With a boulder. Okay, interesting. And then spears, good damage.
Alrighty. That's crazy. If not punished, SOIN always had some interesting ideas. Also on the glorious map Amazonia, the red spots on the outskirts. Cheeky. Item. Talisman. Okay. More HP, more int, more mana. And good experience. But Happy. Oh, he's there. But maybe too late.
Oh, running away. Speed scroll for the boost escape. Good exit right there. Nice item picked up.
Taken away from Happy. Attack coming. Bats coming in as well. No armor upgrade. He would have loved to get the second wolf, because now the Shadow Hunter is still not level 3.
Sold the medallion, getting more gold, picks up the orb. That one is essential.
Needs
more
I was
bats.
worried about a creep check here.
Shadow about to level up.
Yeah, super close. The bat might give him the level 3. With bats. It's only 4 air units. The first game with mass air. SOIN, how good. He's splitting preemptively against the Nova. So it's only hitting 1 Wyvern. That's level 3. Can he clear the air?
Dark Ranger trying to contribute as well with the silence. The Wyvern being spread out once again, but they still take quite a bit of damage from the destroyers from the orb. Waiting for the next Nova. That one's going to be dangerous. There it is. Onto a Wyvern. Another one falls. Blade in the back trying to take on the destroyers. Blade getting close to level 4 already. No triple hero on the Orc to share the experience. Blade now in the thick of things, and so are the Wyvern. Another one falls. Wyvern count is now really low.
Switching to Raiders now, apparently. That's the macro. 700 gold for SOIN. Spend your resources, buddy. Same can be said for Happy. Very micro-intensive fights, of course. Ground has mostly been cleared. No Gargs in the air. There was one beautiful detonate from a bad rider, killing 2 Gargs at the same time. Happy still cleans the spot. Gets the Ring of Regen. Very nice. Blade in for the steal, but there's no hurt scraps really to take. So damage ends up on the Lich trying to force more coils before the Wyvern arrive.
Coil again. Lich is healed. DK has one more coil. And SOIN doesn't have much right now. Heal wave is in.
He doesn't spend his resources, Remo! 600 gold!
At least no losses currently. Never mind. The Shadow Hunter is going to go down. The healer hits the deck. This could be the beginning of the end. Blade Master's looking for the big kill, but the invuln not gonna last forever, but he might get the Lich. He might get the Lich, getting close to it and picks him off, and that's level 4.
Oh, SOIN's still in there. He was in the rope, but comes back with a big lariat. Lich level 3 deleted. Can he get the Shadow Hunter back? Yeah, not yet. He builds him from the altar. There's no place for the Wyvern. He's going for the Lich again, the Batman.
Oh, silence.
And he might pay the price. SH has no mana, does he? DK chasing. Need this Windwalk.
Shadow. Oh my god, dude, they're all so hurt. Stressful moments. Falling back, though, is the Undead. Blade Master healing up a bit with the salve. If he gets a first hit purge, perhaps he can get the kill.
SH, man. Why are you here? Gets the healing cancelled. Gets another one. Needs mana, though. And army. SOIN is transitioning into Raider Kodo. Interesting, I guess.
Tiny army at the moment, man. 33 supply only. 32, I should say. Happy's looking good on the heroes. Lich got level 3. Dark Ranger getting closer to 3 as well. And getting a bit more experience from the scraps from these camps.
SOIN is trying a lot. These hero focuses. This was a Hail Mary. This was a last-ditch effort. And that Lich kill keeps him in the game. Not gonna lie. Happy is far ahead. Happy is likely to take this home. SOIN is fighting, but the walls seem to be collapsing on him. Illusion scouts at bottom. He knows exactly what's going on at the red spot.
That granite not going to be received for free, not like earlier. Happy with a big air army, and there's not too much anti-air right now. Sure, the blade with an orb, and maybe he can ensnare, but there's no piercing damage really in this army.
Yeah, I'm not sure what these raiders are supposed to accomplish. Lockdown, of course. Ensnare, of course. There is no TP. There is no potion. There is a Hex Blade, Windwalk, Ring of Regen. Okay, another. It is just brute force on the Undead heroes. SH has more mana. Body block. Blade can't connect though.
Ensnare again. Windwalk, that should be enough. The DK is actually dead. He committed everything for this kill and he got it. How much is left?
He needs healing somehow. Heal scroll, invuln, Windwalk is enough. He gets that heal scroll. Can't save the Raider, but maybe the Kodo. Are we willing to engage again? Town portal by Happy. Needs this Lich kill. A crit maybe. Blade, troubled city. Oh my god, he's dead. He's dead.
Blade is dead. Lich is TPing out. He was in trouble as well. Kodo Beast might even fall towards the end. No, that one gets away. But again, heavy losses for SOIN. He got the hero kill, sure. But man, was that expensive.
Happy rushing straight back to the tavern where the blade just got purchased back. DK will be purchased back too. 700 gold for Happy. SOIN still no army. This is Dota with decor.
This DK was tough to bring down, man, with the Ring of Protection and Regen and the Frost Armor on top quite often. Happy is now very low mana, though. Doesn't have any coils at the moment. Those statues need to get to work.
Crazy that the Lich purchased the circlet to stay alive in that exchange, man. Nuts. And the ring +5, of course, also amazing. Oh boy. Will this work again? Happy will stock up like crazy on invo potions.
Now, he got the one from the Orc shop already. Blade Master can't really fight without invuln. He's only dual hero versus triple hero. SOIN is fighting one hell of an uphill battle here.
He sent all the lumber peons to long distance mining for that tiny bit of extra gold. Everybody is a bit too scared of that red spot. They're dancing around the red spot. Both want it.
Happy's got a bit of mana again. Shadow, though, he's full mana. The army's looking pathetic right now. 2 Kodos, 2 Raiders, that's it. Excuse me. Only 1 Kodo is left now.
DK far forward has a town portal. Maybe SOIN can force this. DK surrounded himself a little bit with the skeletons, but the damage output is just way too crazy. Avada Kedavra Blade Master dies again, and SOIN knows there's no turning back this. Happy wins YouTiao Cup 4, reclaims the throne, and is the champion of us all.